like not for me. I really don't. I'm sure like there are people, like I said, I think Luther's gonna fucking love that game. Because of the types of games that you like and the way that you play games. I think Alex is gonna like that game. I think Sean's gonna buy it because Alex is gonna buy it. And I don't know, but I'm good on it. You know what I mean?
I managed
Like,
to
I
enjoy
just-
Fallout 4 somehow, so I imagine I'll manage to enjoy that game.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was pretty fucking boring ass storyline.
Yeah.
Congrats on your mount.
Thank you.
Woo! Let's go, Julia.
I wish I could go back to 2011 and play Skyrim for the first time again.
I remember
I'm
getting
trying
that shit
to-
on opening night, man.
You know
trying
what
to
I did
open
with
console
Skyrim?
commands and have a fucking Cabalant.
You didn't even throw it in the trash.
I thought I like was so stoked to try Skyrim, bro, because everyone was like, "Yo, this game is fire," and I fucking hated it. And then years went by, and I tried it again, and I somehow got far enough into the game where I was like, I can see what people like about this. Of course, I had to use a bow and arrow because, like, I couldn't stand the melee combat. Spellcasting is gay to me, so.
Yeah, I mean, I was like fucking
Cast some dick in your mouth.
12 years old when that game came out. So I thought
Yeah.
it was the coolest shit ever.
Oh, for sure, dude. For sure. But the problem is when game companies like that continuously make... Like, if they release Elder Scrolls 6, and its combat is not, like, drastically different, I'm gonna be fucking heartbroken.
I remember waking up on Christmas when I got my Xbox because I only wanted an Xbox so I could play Skyrim, and waking up and just seeing the Skyrim logo on my TV. I mean, it was like a fucking magical moment.
I just
Yeah.
remember coming home from school every single day and playing that game in my living room, and my mom was so pissed at me because she wanted to watch TV.
I remember buying my 4th edition of Skyrim and then turning.
I used to let the main menu rip on my in my living room, and they would tell me to turn it down because that was the best part of the game for me is the music. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I remember having fun with those games.
You're just fucking jaded, dude. We get it.
Zach used to fucking watch me play
But, like-
Oblivion.
Yeah. Like, I like the idea of those games. I remember having fun with aspects of them, but like there are things that I cannot get past. Like especially when there's no innovation. It's so frustrating to me to see something so awesome. Like Elder Scrolls 6 could be fucking incredible. But if they don't add like depth to the combat. I mean, there's a reason why Skyrim has like trillions of combat overhaul mods. It's because the game itself is cool as fuck, but the combat is not.
Oh yeah, I mean the combat is just brain dead fucking hit R2 and there's nothing else to it.
It's so like it could be so much more.
Well, the whole fucking what the fuck Dragonborn shouts are what kept it alive, honestly. That's what kept the combat, like, that's what kept people, like, kinda enjoying the combat. He's like, well, I can't have my sword, I guess I'll just Fusro Dom off a fucking cliff. That'll be funny.
Yeah, I just stood across the map and just got my fucking sneak critical strikes with my bow and enjoyed the game because I was able to circumvent the one aspect of the game that I thought was terrible, which is disturbingly the gameplay, and like enjoyed every other part of the game because I was able to just fucking one-shot every mob with a bow and not engage in the combat. I have really like high hopes for the kinds of things that they could do. And it's stuff that could be very simple. You know, they don't have to like when I say drastically change it, they don't have to drastically change it. They need to add
Drastically
like
improvement?
they do need to improve it. They need to add even something as a dodge with iframes would make the game 6,000 times better. But I just, I don't know. I hope,
I mean,
man.
they could just literally add like fucking different attacks. Like,
They want boots
Like
on
a
the ground.
stab and a slash.
Yeah.
and that would make
I
the
know.
game 10 times better.
Well, that's what I mean.
When
It's
I-
like little things, but they just don't ever do it.
They probably just don't
When
have
I
the
was-
developers that are any good in that shit. Sorry, go ahead.
I would mainly play in third person because fighting people in first person actually made me want to vomit.
Oh, see, I'm like, me and Luther are diehard first-person players. I will
Uh-huh.
play games in third person, and can definitely enjoy them. But when I when I see Starfield, and like Todd Howard go, and you can play the game in third and first person, my immediate thought was like, why? Just make it first person. It's better.
Yeah.
But
There's no reason to play third person in a game like that, unless obviously it's nauseating at first. I can understand, but that kind of game, there's no reason.
Also,
I can't
V-Slide
imagine
was
there'd be a
good.
reason to play in third. Unless you play like games like Ghost Recon are in third because you like take cover and shit like that, and there's other games that are in third because you barrel roll a lot, like fucking Elden
Yeah.
Ring and shit. That all makes sense.
It does make sense for sure. But things that like consider Rockstar, man. I've talked about this so much. Like the amount of people who raved about that game. Like I'm so glad that people are able to like get past the things that I cannot in games. But the fact that the movement in Red Dead 2 is the exact same character movement from Grand Theft Auto 4 with no fucking innovation, and it feels just as clunky, like Arthur C-130, dude. That game, I would have played all the way through if I could move my fucking
Intelligence has
character.
revealed
Well, you know what
And,
they
like-
should do? They
Launches.
should
The
give
US
a
is placing
setting
a
between
prototype
both, because
weapon
there's
in
no
the
way they don't know how to develop
launch
a
site is here
normal
in French
movement.
Guiana.
Because I feel like the
Your
movement that
mission
they
is to
keep in
breach
those
the
games is
facility
meant to be
and do whatever it takes
cinematic
to
and
prevent the
smooth.
Americans from
And that's why
occupying
it's dog
it.
shit.
I won't lie.
So why don't they just
It's
provide
so
an
bad.
option? Why don't they
But this
provide an
will be a
option
first
between
for
both?
you.
I just hated riding
And
the
then
horses in
you-
that game. Riding the horses, like whenever you try to park your horse, it was fucking infuriating.
I've like, as I can like, I really do like, I can appreciate other aspects of games, but over time I have realized that for me, games are gameplay first, most importantly, and that isn't something that everyone agrees with.